Good morning, YouTube. It is 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're sitting in Lynn, Indiana. We had to wait here the weekend. We got here Saturday afternoon. Had to wait here the weekend because we got to wait for State Patrol to show up so we can get the truck inspected, and then they have to escort us across a couple of bridges, and there only can be one vehicle on the road, and that would be obviously his, and it can only be 5 miles an hour. So waiting for them to show up. I'm going to see if they'll let me get some video of them inspecting the truck, and got a couple pieces of equipment for recording and putting more videos out. So I'm going to get out of the car, show you the high pole, kind of what it means, what kind of the procedures are. So we'll do that. Flip the camera around. So there's a view of inside the car. This pole right there is attached to the front of the car, and when I'm going under wires, bridges, stuff like that, I've got to tell the driver if I struck it. A lot of drivers don't want you to constantly be on the CB and say, yeah, I missed this, or clear bridge, lane 2, whatever. So what I do is I look up into my sunroof, and there's the tip of the pole. So what I have is I have it mounted in this mount. Put a bungee strap on it so it can't bounce. And then it goes all the way up. And today I've got the pole set at 15 foot 5 inches. You need to be 6 inches above the load height, and the load height for this load is 14 foot 11. This is a nacelle for a wind tower. These things are quite large. I'm probably 15 feet away from the side of it, and it won't even fit in the camera. And this axle back here, why we have to take such wide corners, is because this axle steers. You look at the middle of it. There's a pivot point right there, and it pivots on this axle. And this rear one here helps center it going down the road and helps to steer it. And the whole axle pivots. There's a pivot point on each axle, and then you've got kind of like the control here. I don't know what it's called. Maybe you guys that do this wind and oversized stuff can tell me. Anyway, but that's our load for today, and he said he wanted to try to get to Des Moines, Iowa today, and we're going to Douglas, Wyoming with it. Okay guys, we got our police vehicles here, all the officers that's going to help us across the state. And New York made us do a level 1 inspection. Would this be considered a level 2? Or level 2. This will be a level 2 inspection for the load for the state of Indiana. And this officer here is taking a high pole, verifying the height of the load. He will probably verify the height of my high pole. By state law, I have to be 6 inches above the load, and that's why I got the painted stripes on the tip, so I can pretty much guesstimate how far down I'm hitting something. And we got Transport National going out. I did a pilot here over in Colorado with those guys about a month ago. Another big load. There's another one sitting over there. There was one over there too, but he's gone. So that is what we're doing today. I got to kind of be careful on my angle for my camera because the officers have sensitive and secure equipment in the cars, so I can't be videoing that. But this is how the super loads move. The reason why that load does not have police escort is because he's not heavy enough. He's probably under 200,000 pounds, and we're at 254,000 pounds. I'll grab this suicide lane here through this S curve here. Two sets of tracks. I see a train on the right coming at us.
Yeah, we got the red lights.
I'll find somewhere to pull over it. I'll just use the center, heck with it. I'm racing up here to see if I can shut down this bridge here. Alright, come on across, come on across. Another difficult thing to do is try to close a road when you're at highway speeds. You don't have time to get out with your stop paddle to stop traffic. And a lot of people look at the lights and go, oh, they're just amber, I'm not going to pay attention. Very frustrating. Tracks are clear. And I can almost guarantee you most all the people around here know that it's a skinny bridge. They just don't pay attention. And it's not like it's the first oversized load that's coming over that bridge either. Get this bag. Pop-Tarts. I got chocolate chip cookies. And I got a little notebook to write some ideas down for the channel. And I've been watching a lot of videos on how to make a decent video. Obviously I haven't yet, but they talk about storyboards, kind of like, you know, comic books. Create a storyboard, create a story, and draw or figure out what you're going to say. I got an oversized coming back, but I don't see. He's legal width, he's alright. Anyway, have a story of what you're going to say and all that stuff. I'm going to try to figure out how to do that. I got another GoPro at home. I gotta find out if I can get batteries for it yet. That'd be kind of nice to have, is another one to do some other things. I have a drone, which for some reason, last time I hooked it up last month, it wasn't working. It wouldn't do its final checks or GPS deal, and it just would not connect enough to where I could fly it. So I have a bad feeling I'm going to have to buy another drone. And I don't know what one to get yet. The drone that I had was a DJI Mini 2. It was a good little drone. I liked it. But I really like the features of Autotel or Autel or whatever that other brand is. Now I'm sure the more expensive DJIs has the same thing, but it has sensors. The one I was looking at has sensors on the bottom and the top and the front and the back and the left and the right, so it can't supposedly run into anything. I kind of like that. I'm going to try this what do you call it, resolution and frame rate, see how well it works. I might have to go up in frame rate, or I might have to change the resolution. A lot of people are doing this 4K stuff, and a little bit frustrating thing about that is four-way stop ahead, is that it takes so much memory to do that. And right now I'm at 1080p at 24 frames a second. And the reason why I did that is it's supposed to be quote-unquote cinematic, which is a way overused term. but I would kind of like I believe that it's the mini movie look or whatever. I'll experiment and find out what works the best. And I read a thing about YouTube videos. Most people watch YouTube videos on their phones. And I haven't looked at phones. I'm not sure if a phone does 1080p or 4K or 2K or whatever. But I would like, if I have the equipment already, I'd like the best quality that I can get. So I guess we'll find out, or I'll find out, what works the best. But I don't want it so data intensive to where people in other countries that don't have, you know, the high data speeds like the United States generally has, I don't want them to not watch my videos because their phone isn't good enough or their service isn't good enough. I don't know if that makes a difference on how maybe YouTube compresses a video and sends it out or whatever. I don't understand any of that, but hopefully some of you guys will tell me that it's too much or something that I can maybe adjust it. And maybe you guys got some suggestions on what to do. I see the wife is calling me. Hi, beautiful. Okay. Talk to you later, beautiful. Love you. Really? Stop, 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 stop.
Yep. We'd have to block the traffic for you. I don't want to wrong way this.
I just... Alright, bye, love you.
It says 45, right? Okay. I can line up further.
This is not 45.
Okay.
Straight ahead of you is 45.
Alright.
Nope, I'm not going to stop. Oh,
Go in behind us.
come on, go.
Finish in a section, get over to 7.
Yeah, it says 45 right here, south.
The road is coming up your left. Jump on you.
Knew I was right.
I'm gonna go ahead and come around when you're ready.